Good morning ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 2nd and 3rd of June. Which Indian writer has been announced as the 2019 winner of $1 lakh 9 dots prize? Right answer is Miss Annie Jaidi. So Mumbai-based freelance writer Miss Annie Jaidi has been announced as the 2019 winner of 9 dots prize for her essay Bread, Cement, Cactus. On which date the 2019 edition of International Everest Day is observed recently? Right answer is 29th of May. So International Everest Day is observed every year on 29th of May to mark the first successful climb to world's highest peak, Mount Everest. If we talk about Mount Everest, recently Miss Sare Khumalo has become the first black African woman to conquer the summit of Mount Everest. She did it in her 4th attempt. Apart from her, recently Nepali mountaineer Kamirita Sherpa has created history by successfully scaling the Mount Everest peak for 23rd time. What is the theme of 2019 edition of International Day of UN Peacekeepers? Right answer is Protecting Civilians, Protecting Peace. So every year on 29th of May, International Day of UN Peacekeepers is celebrated. The theme of this year International Day of UN Peacekeepers was Protecting Civilians, Protecting Peace. If we talk about UN peacekeeping, recently Lieutenant General Mr. Sales Tenika has been appointed as new force commander of United Nations missions in South Sudan. Apart from that, if we talk about UN peacekeeping, recently India evacuated its entire contingent of peacekeeping forces from Tripoli in Libya. If we talk about geographical location of Libya, it is North African country. Libya shares border boundary with Mediterranean Sea. Answer in comment box which strait connect Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Ocean. Also, what connects Mediterranean Sea with Red Sea? Now coming back to UN peacekeeping, recently 115 UN peacekeepers and staff were honored by United Nations for their sacrifice. Out of these, 2 were Indian. One was Mr. Jitendra Kumar and another one was Ms. Sikha Garg, who has been sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Australia. Right answer is Mr. Scott Morrison. So Mr. Scott Morrison has been sworn in as new Prime Minister of Australia. If we talk about few other political leaders which were in news, recently Mr. Joko Widodo got re-elected as the President of Indonesia. Apart from him, recently Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu got re-elected as Prime Minister of Israel, and Ms. Zuzana Kaputova became the first female President of Slovakia. On the other hand, recently comedian Mr. Volodymyr Zelensky won the presidential elections in Ukraine. Apart from him, recently Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa got re-elected as the President of South Africa. Mr. Ramaphosa was the chief guest of 2019 Republic Day ceremony. Gian Chand, the veteran freedom fighter, has passed away. He was from which state? Right answer is Himachal Pradesh. So Mr. Gian Chand, who was the veteran freedom fighter, has passed away recently. He was from Himachal Pradesh. If we talk about Himachal Pradesh, recently it was in news as Tashigang in Himachal Pradesh became the world's highest polling station during recent Lok Sabha elections. Apart from that, recently Himachal Pradesh Assembly passed a bill to make Sanskrit as the second official language of state. The first official language of Himachal Pradesh is Hindi. Answer in comment box recently which country's judicial department declared Hindi as third official language. Now coming back to Himachal Pradesh, recently Himachal Pradesh government declared monkeys as vermin for next 1 year. Himachal Pradesh was also in news as recently it became first state to launch single emergency number 112. Overall, Nagaland was the second state in India to launch single emergency number 112 under ERSS. ERSS stands for Emergency Response Support System. If we talk about Nagaland, recently Mr. Natwa Thakkar passed away. He was popularly known as Nagaland's Gandhi. Which of the following AMCs has become the first Indian fund house to introduce WhatsApp transaction platform? Right answer is Motilal Oswal AMC. Recently, Motilal Oswal Asset Management Company has launched WhatsApp transaction platform for new as well as existing investors. This is first of its kind initiative to do mutual fund transactions through a social media messaging app. Now it should be kept in mind that this feature is not a part of WhatsApp Pay. If we talk about WhatsApp, recently it launched Tip Line initiative to curb fake news. WhatsApp is a subsidiary of Facebook. The other subsidiaries of Facebook are Instagram and Oculus Virtual Reality. If we talk about Facebook, it is a social networking platform which was founded in 2004. Recently, Facebook was in news as it banned white nationalism and white separatism. The decision was taken after the recent Christchurch mosque shooting. In fact, after Christchurch mosque shooting, recently in Paris summit, French President and New Zealand Prime Minister launched Christchurch Coal Initiative. The objective of this initiative is to eliminate terrorist and violent extremist content online. India, along with various other countries, have signed the Christchurch Call for Action. However, USA has declined to join the initiative. Ivo Karlovic, who has become the oldest man to win a match at French Open, is from which country? Right answer is Croatia. So Mr. Ivo Karlovic of Croatia has become the oldest man to win a match at French Open since 1973. If we talk about Croatia, recently Mr. Igor Stimac has been appointed as head coach of India's men's senior football team. Mr. Stimac is also from Croatia. If we talk about geographical location of Croatia, it is an European country. The capital of Croatia is Zagreb and the currency of Croatia is kuna. Recently, Croatia was in news as Indian President Mr. Ramnath Kovind was honored with Croatia's highest civilian award, Grand Order of King of Tomislav. Mr. Kovind is the first ever Indian president to visit Croatia. Which state government has decided to set up India's first blockchain district? Right answer is Telangana. So recently, Telangana government has decided to set up India's first blockchain district in Hyderabad to create ecosystem for all the startups and institutions. If we talk about Telangana, recently Telangana was on top position in e-learning training program of Department of Personnel and Training of Government of India. If we talk about DOPT, it is under Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. Now coming back to Telangana, recently Telangana was in news as the first Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, Justice T.B. Radhakrishnan, was transferred from Telangana High Court to Calcutta High Court. So now Justice T.B. Radhakrishnan is the Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. Justice Radhakrishnan was the first Chief Justice of Telangana High Court. Which state government has launched Aroma Mission to boost medical plants? Right answer is Meghalaya. So recently, Meghalaya Chief Minister Mr. Conrad Sangma has launched Aroma Mission with an aim to strengthen the livelihood condition of farmers and create employment opportunities in the state. The objective of this initiative is to boost the cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plants. If we talk about Meghalaya, the capital of Meghalaya is Shillong. Recently, Meghalaya was in news as India's deepest shaft cave has been discovered in the East Khasi Hills district of Meghalaya. Meghalaya was also in news as it is the host of 2022 National Games. Chhattisgarh is the host of 2019 National Games, while Uttarakhand will be the host of 2020 National Games. And recently, clouded leopard, which is the state animal of Meghalaya, has been selected as mascot for 2022 National Games. So clouded leopard is the state animal of Meghalaya. On the other hand, recently, Punjab declared Indus dolphin as Punjab's state aquatic animal. Which of the following country is the member of BIMSTEC? Right answer is Thailand. So recently BIMSTEC was in news as leaders of BIMSTEC countries were invited for swearing in ceremony of our Prime Minister. Total 7 countries are the part of BIMSTEC and the code is BBIN MTS. That is Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Myanmar, Thailand and Sri Lanka. The secretariat of BIMSTEC is in Dhaka in Bangladesh, and the most recent summit of BIMSTEC held in Kathmandu in Nepal, and the next summit will be in Sri Lanka, and that's why Sri Lanka is the present chairman of BIMSTEC. BIMSTEC was established in 1997. So Sri Lanka will be the host of next summit of BIMSTEC. Recently Sri Lanka was in news as Sri Lankan President Mr. Maithripala Sirisena used his emergency powers to issue an order to ban burqa, veil or covering of face in public places in any such manner which prevents anyone from being identified. Sri Lanka was also in news as recently Asian Tea Alliance was launched in China. The tea associations of 5 countries launched this alliance. These 5 countries were India, China, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Japan. Apart from that, recently Sri Lankan cricketer Mr. Kumar Sangakkara has become the first non-British president of Marylebone Cricket Club. Sri Lanka was also in news because of Mitra Shakti exercise. This is a bilateral exercise between India and Sri Lanka. In addition to that, recently Sri Lanka launched its first satellite Raman 1 in space. This was launched with the help of BIRDS project of Kaisu Institute of Technology in Japan. So these were the most important current affairs of the day. Thank you, and that's all for the day.